Hello people of the internet. Well, I thought I would do a short-ish, I don't know how long it is, I don't know why I said short-ish. I thought I would film a colour and chat today. I don't do these very often, but I've got some things to chat about, so I thought I'll do a colour and chat and colour at the same time. This is a whip that I've currently got in progress. It is in the Fairies in Dreamland book. I don't know why I opened it and then never pointed to it. Fairies in Dreamland book, an artist colouring book by Denise Klett. And I am colouring this page in gel pen. So I'm doing all the flowers in different yellows. I have the pens here. I think they're all Colour Technique pens. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Colour. Oh, that's a cheap one from Homebase. Hobbycraft. Where is my mind today? That is Colour Technique, and this one will be Colour Technique as well. Yeah, so I'm just trying to do them all in. There's not all one colour. They're all different shades of yellow. And I'm going to colour this while I chat. Let me just work out which colour I was going to do this big one. That's the orangey one. That's the middle of the road one. Or is that the light one? Yeah, that's the light one. This is the middle of the road one. I'm going to do this one, the middle of the road one. Sorry about the weird angles. I have to angle. Okay, so what am I going to chat about? Various things. So, I can't remember if I colour with glasses on or not. I know what I do is I get you down really low and then I can take my glasses off and duck down underneath it. Put my glasses back on. I've got new glasses. In theory I should be able to see the middle distance now. Although I can't have... what are they called? Varifocals. Because I have a... not astigmatism. I do have astigmatism, but that's not why I can't have varifocals. I have a prism in my lenses. And you can't have varifocals. Because they'd have to do two different prisms. Or something. I don't know. I'm not an optician. Anyway. So let's colour this. I can't actually see very well. I'll bring it round. Will I be able to see better then? Yeah, I think so. Maybe. It's just this. I've got a light on. And it's glittering too much for me to actually see. Right, let me colour this bit. Right. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. I can get my head in now. Hopefully you can still see. No, of course you can't. Well, let's bring this forward a bit. Forward and down. And then I can get this nearer to me. And then I can actually see. That's better. Are we all seeing the same thing now, roughly? Oop, forgot I'm supposed to be talking. Right, let's talk. I can't see these blank bits. I only see them on the camera. There we go. So, a while ago, some of you might know, on Instagram, I went on a little bit of a social media break. I did say at the time I was going to talk about why I went on a social media break. And then I didn't talk about it at the time. So I'm just going to briefly mention it now. The reason why I went on a social media break is I think everything became a little bit toxic on social media with regard to the colouring community. I really like the colouring community and I really like interacting with people and chatting to people. What I don't like is backbiting, moaning, having people talking about other people telling me that she's this, he's that. I absolutely am not into the colouring community for that. And there was a bit of that starting to happen. I was getting quite a few not instant messenger messages, what are they called? DMs on Instagram from different people. And they were sort of like saying things about other people. And my opinion on I don't have opinion on other people. Other people are other people. They can do what they want. If they want to, I don't know. I don't, if they can do what they like, it's not up to me to judge someone. And so when I was getting messages about people, I don't know how to react to those. I don't want to join in with the, oh yeah, she's a this, he's a that, because I don't have an opinion on these people. I don't really think anyone should have an opinion on other people. Other people are free to do whatever they want. And it was even things like, silly things like, oh, did you see that so-and-so said this about so-and-so pens? And I was like, no, I didn't see that. And to be honest, everyone's entitled to their opinion. My baseball cap is keep hitting the camera. And silly things like that. And then more nasty things as well, which was, oh, so-and-so said this about you. Or, did you see that video where so-and-so said that? And, you know, at one point there was this almost, I really didn't like it, basically. And I'm not huge on social media. I don't have thousands of followers on Instagram. I literally follow the people whose pictures I find inspiring, or that I DM and we have sort of like a laugh with each other. I didn't want to be dragged into this kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, bitch fest community. When I used to be a scrapbooker in the days when scrapbooking was big, it got like that for a while there as well. It was almost like, it wasn't about the scrapbooking, it was I mean, my husband said it's whenever a load of women gather together, but it's just not for me, that. So I took a break off of social media because I wanted to break those ties, basically. The fact that I was there for people to sort of sound off with, or he said, she said with, or did you see this? You know, all of that. I wanted to break away from that. And so I took that break off of social media. And when I come back, I did say I was going to talk about it, and I didn't. I didn't because it had died down. Now, I don't know, it probably hasn't died down. It probably still goes on. But it had died down for me. I took myself out of the loop of people talking. This is coloured really badly. I need to go in better with my eyes and come back, so I'm going to do that. There we go, that's better. The only gaps now are the bits. I don't know, there's a bit there that's a gap. There. Yeah, I've done the dark bits as well, I think. Hold on, let me get my head in. You get up there a minute. Is that better? Yeah, it's just very glittery because you can see the lamps on it. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons why that was the main reason why I took myself off of social media. Because the other thing I wanted to say about that is, sometimes when you are talking to someone else on social media and judging someone else or slagging someone else off on social media, I don't know if you think you're in this little safe bubble and you're sort of like confided in this person, but you have to bear in mind is the person that you're confided in sometimes, often, will go to the person that you're talking about and tell them. So it could be the case. I'm going to see if I can open my curtain. Hold on. I can. I've opened the curtains. That's better than using the lamp. Now we don't have to get the weird glittery bit, and we can see better. And I can see better whether it is quite crappily coloured compared to the others. Anyway, so yeah, what I was saying is basically when you're on social media and you're judging someone or you're slagging them off to who you think is your confidant, bear in mind that that confidant is not necessarily what's the word I'm going to say? That confidant is not necessarily keeping everything that you tell them secret. They could well be going to the person you're talking about and tell them that you're talking about them. So, people talk. People are going to talk. People are going to have opinion. I can't tell people not to judge. I just wanted to remove myself from that environment because that's not what I'm here for. Why would you want to do that? We're just colouring, people of the internet. We're just colouring. Why do you need to feel that you need to let me know that Mrs. Miggins has got too many pencils, or did you see the state of this, or did you see, what did you think of, I don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. If you're interested in sending me any of that, I'm not in for it. So that's why I stepped away from social media for a bit, and then I've come back now, and it does seem, I mean, I say it's died down. It certainly died down for me. I'm not getting any more messages like that, which is nice, and I don't want any messages like that. I'm not here to bitch about other people. I'm just here to colour. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. Get that off my chest, and I finally have. The next thing, okay. So number 2 is you'll probably notice that there's been a little bit of a break in my videos. I mean, I don't really upload videos on a schedule. I mean, I usually do 2 or 3 videos a week, and they usually sort of like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or stuff like that, or Wednesday and Saturday, depending on how much videos I've got done. This usually every couple of days is a regular-ish schedule, but you'll notice that I haven't done any videos. I think there was 2 weeks between the last videos that I've done, and that's because, hold on, let me do this little bit, and then I can look up. Actually, let's do this little bit as well. Get this flower done. I love doing this. Cut this book in glitter pens. If you can't colour fairyland in glitter pens, what can you? Let's just do the inners a bit dirtier, darker. There's a new book by Denise Click coming out in August, which I cannot wait for. It's called, I keep saying it's called Bears in the Forest, but I don't think it is. Bears in the Woods, something like that. Okay, so with regard to why I've not made so many videos, basically I work full time, and that takes up the bulk of my day. Well, Monday to Friday, well, sometimes Saturday and Sunday as well, but Monday to Friday, 8 to 12 hours a day I'm working. Then if we say we're sleeping for 8 hours, so I'm working for the bulk of the day. Then I have my house and my family as the next thing. So shopping, washing, changing the beds, looking after my mum, taking my mum shopping, cooking dinner, cooking breakfast, making lunch, all that kind of stuff, cleaning. That's sort of like the next thing, and then colouring is the third sort of like thing that I get to do. So work, housey stuff, colouring. So if there were segments, you know, colouring has this much, housey stuff has this much, and colouring has this much. I'm lucky if I get an hour's colouring a day on a day off. On a day off, a Saturday or a Sunday. I might get 2, maybe if I'm really lucky, 4 hours colouring a day. But that's basically, that's my chunk of time. I do not have the luxury of being able to colour all day. I'm sure if I did, I would probably get bored of it. At the moment, it's a treat, it's to relax, it's what I do to unwind. So in those segments of time, work, home life, colouring, videos come in there as well. So I have to use the chunk of time. So if this is time, and there's work, there's house, and there's colouring, I have to use part of that colouring time to make videos. And I didn't have a problem doing that. I still don't have a problem doing that. If I have this chunk of time, I will use half of it or more to make a video, edit a video and upload a video, because it's all part of the colouring hobby for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy testing the pens. I enjoy swatching the pens, seeing how they work, putting that information out on YouTube, getting the feedback back. So it's all part of it. However, at the moment, this is my life. I have work, still the housey stuff, and this time that I have here for colouring and making videos at the moment, I am having to use, because I am in July, I do work for a charity, not as in I do work for a charity full time. I work for an IT company full time. I do volunteer work for a charity. I have done for 11 years. This is the 12th year, and this year, and we hold an event every 2 years. However, this year is a special event, and I'm not allowed to say, but there is going to be what's called a VVIP visit at the event, right? And I'm not allowed to say until 2 weeks before who it is, because of obviously security around it. Now this means the organisation of the event usually takes, there's only about 4 people on the committee anyway, usually takes a lot of work, usually takes a lot of my time. This time it's even stricter, even harder, even more difficult, even more time consuming, due to the fact that it's number one, a special event, and number two, the VVIP person who's going to be there. So my work time is still exactly the same. My house cleaning, washing time, cooking food, it's still the same. But my colouring time is now being absorbed by organising this event. And to be honest, it's going to be like that for the next couple of months. It's going to be like that. So I'm recording this on the 28th, 29th of May. And I'm going to record my end of the month colouring video, but not today, because I've got to spend time doing event stuff today, but later on in the week. And I've also got one little video recorded already, which is just me unboxing some goodies that someone sent me. Thanks, Kerry. And that's going to have to be, that's all I can commit to at the moment, due to me having to spend time arranging this event. And I have some videos part recorded, like I have a pencil video with regard to pencils that I half recorded, and I was waiting for something to arrive to do the second part of it. I haven't had a chance to edit the first part, or the second part has arrived. I haven't had a chance to do anything with that though. And I've got a couple of other bits and pieces, you know, sort of half recorded. I just don't have the time at the moment to edit them or anything. Now, it's going to be like that, as I said, for the next couple of months until this event's over. So I have about 6 weeks to the event, and I'm on holiday one of the weeks as well. So until that event is done and dusted, I can give no real chunk of time to colouring. And if I've got no real chunk of time to colouring, I've got no real chunk of time to make videos in. Now, I might be able to do a bit of colouring here and there, you know, half-hour colouring and a 10 minutes colouring after work or whatever, but I won't have time to set up the camera and this, that and the other. It's like the last 2 weekends, I have put so much work into getting up really early in the morning and spending hours on the event stuff. So with regard to videos, you might not see any for a while. There might be a couple of little, you know, bits and bobs that pop up here and there. If I get an hour and I want to test some pens out and I want to go through my swatch box and play with some pencils, a video might pop up. But there's not going to be any sort of, it's almost like I'm taking off the next 2 months kind of thing. But some stuff might pop up. So yeah, like I said, I will do the end of the month video, but I can't record it this weekend, so that might come a little bit later, maybe in the week, and a couple of other videos to do. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I mean, I wanted to do a colour and chat and talk about other stuff, but it's really hard for me to get my head into gear and talk about other stuff at the moment. You know, just talk about colouring stuff and life and, you know, good old colour and chat. But the problem is because I've got my head filled with this event that I've got to do, right now, I've literally just got this out to do a bit of colouring. I'm going to put it all away and start doing event stuff. But hey, I've coloured all the big flowers. Oh no, I've got two. I might colour them 3 flowers and then I'll know that they're done. At least all the flowers will be done then, and it will just be the stalks. Yeah. So if you're wondering where I am, that's where I am. If you're wondering where I've been, that's where I've been. And if you're wondering when I'll be back, that's roughly when I'll be back. So thank you everyone who have sent me a nice message, because I have received a few messages saying, oh, you're quiet, is everything okay? I'm perfectly fine. Oh, that's the other thing as well. Obviously, if I won't be doing colour and connects for a while either. It's the same reason. On Saturday, we go shopping with my mum, we come back, we have lunch, and then I do a colour connect some weeks. At the moment, we're going shopping early with my mum, we're coming back, we're having lunch, and then the afternoon is spent doing organisation. Now, I will be doing colour and connects again, absolutely. I will do Saturdays 2 to 4, my favourite slot, perfect, but I have not got the time to do it at the moment. So I do miss you all. I do miss chatting to everyone on the internet. I do definitely miss the colour and connects, because they are so much fun and we have such a laugh, and I feel really chilled out after we've had a 2-hour colouring session together. So, but anyway, that's where I am. That's my update, and I'll see you when I see you, and enjoy the nice weather while it's here. Enjoy the Jubilee, which is coming up, if you're in the UK anyway. And yeah, take care everyone. Thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.